Okay, so here we are. If you have been working on your recording at Soundtrap, by now you should have more like 8 of these little segments here, and they all should be named. Again, maybe you've got Susie's Sports and Jesse's Weather, and so on and so forth. You should probably have about 8 of these things, and you might even have some beats underneath to provide the background music underneath your commercials or maybe your intro or your outro at the end there. But what we want for our final product is to be able to play this thing pretty much anywhere, which means we need to convert it to an MP3. Now, an MP3 is a very common audio file or music file. If you buy something on iTunes, it downloads as an MP3. So we need to do that. Now, the first thing I want to do is if you have not yet titled your project with your name, you want to do that. So I'm going to say Mr. Pat's demo, but if you were, Sally and Susie, you would say Sally and Susie's recording or something like that. And click save one more time, can't hurt. And once again, remember, in your case, you'll probably have 8 or 10 of these things here. Now, when I click back on this guy here where it says Soundtrap Home, it's going to bring me back here. And if I roll down a little bit, it says Mr. Pat's Demo. That's what I just named it. And there's a little download arrow here. Sometimes that doesn't show right away. I recall you might have to click on one of these things to make it happen. But once you see this download button, you're going to click on that guy. We don't need to see that. And way down here, it says Mr. Pat's Demo.mp3, which is beautiful. That's in my download folders now. So the way you kind of hand this work in is you compose a Gmail, okay, and you may yet still be in the generic anonymous Gmail there. But if you type in PATA, you get my name. And if you typed in your partner's name, like let's pretend my partner is Mr. Benson, and you put that in there, you would email this actually to yourself. I know that sounds weird, but you'd send it to yourself, your partner, and to the teacher. And you might say our recording, and you might just say something like check it out, because I just like typing something in the body of an email. Sometimes it doesn't like that when you don't have anything in here. But what we're mostly using this email for is to attach that MP3 file. Now, if you come down here to this paperclip guy, it says attach files. It goes into my my downloads folder. Okay, I kind of guessed I was going to my downloads folder, and it's usually alphabetical. So under Mr. Pat's Demo.mp3, right there, it kind of looks like an orange cone. And it takes a second to load it there. And when I click send, that's going to end up in an email in my own inbox, my partner's inbox, and my teacher's inbox. And any one of us could then download that, and we could send it along in an email to maybe your grandparents live in the other side of the country, and they'd be interested in hearing your project. You could download it and then upload it back to Facebook or perhaps something like Instagram or something like that. You could listen to it whenever you want to, or you could never listen to it again if that's your choice. But again, I think this is activity 8 or 9. I can't recall which. Your job is to export it as an MP3. Let your teacher know when it happens so they can sign you off on that. And then you're pretty much done with this entire module activity. So good job, and see your teacher when you're done so they know to grade you on it.